morning, everyone. My name is Alina Jose. In my path of investigating the question, to what extent does innovation and investment in Lake Nona, Orlando, impact urbanization over the next 25 years? Through a medical perspective, I used 4 specific sources to help me guide my research. In doing so, I followed a line of reasoning process in which I asked myself what sources were selected and why I selected them, why I used them, what information they gave me, what was not said, where I used these sources in my research, and if any, what false logic was provided. The first source that I used was How to Build a Great American City. This provided me with background about Lake Nona as a city and about Medical City as a whole. However, it did not explain the actual key components or institutions within Medical City itself. I did not use this in one particular location, whereas I used it as a base for analysis to my 3 claims that I used. In addition, I did not find any false logic or reasoning within this source. My second source that I used was Orlando's newest attraction is medical. This helped examine and interpret the medical aspects within Lake Nona. However, just like the previous source, did not explain the individual institutions. Overall, this talked about the layout for Medical City and the plan. Once again, I did not use this in one specific location and use it throughout to help me analyze my 3 points. There was no false reasonings or logic that I identified in this source. This is an example of the layout that was discussed in that source. Instead of talking about the individual parts of Medical City, it gave an overview of Medical City and the purpose for which it was instituted. The third source that I used was an outside source called Orlando's latest theme park is a city for wellness. This helped me in noting the relationship between Medical City and the people of Lake Nona itself. I used this towards the end of my argument to help sum up my points and to show what relevance Medical City has to the people in the area which it is instituted. However, one thing it did not explain, like the previous 2 sources, was the key components within Medical City itself. There was no false reasoning and also provided me with a lot of clear data, which made it really credible and reliable. The fourth and last source that I used was from the Lake Nona website, which was Lake Nona Medical City. This not only went over my perspective, but also introduced other perspectives like the technological, economic, and environmental views. It provided me with actual evidence and information about the specific institutions which I included in my research, such as the VA Medical Center, the Nemours Children's Hospital, and the UCF Health Sciences campus. I used these throughout my 3 specific claims. The source wasn't used in one particular location, but was used regarding to where my claims were placed. Once again, there was no false reasoning provided in this argument. And overall, it did not show the impact that I had on the citizens, but this complaint was covered by my previous source. Overall, through my research, I learned that the medical aspects of Lake Nona have a very important impact on urbanization and can be seen to have a positive increase over the next 25 years. What questions may you have? Thank you.